What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am Brian and I'm here today with a new Salomon shoe, the XT6 in red, orange, sharp green. But before I open that, I do want to say the reason that I'm making this video is actually because I bought this pair of Salomon XT4 Aurora Borealises in April of last year, and I have worn them really religiously on the daily, my go-to shoe for about a year and a half, and I have run these basically into the ground. You can see here the tread on the bottom is basically almost shot, especially right in the middle there. They're still ultra comfortable. I still love these shoes, but they have definitely seen better days from a wear perspective. That said, a year and a half of daily use and to hold up this well and still be this comfortable, even as they've kind of reached their limit from a wear perspective, to me means that Salomon really earned my money. So I decided I was going to replace this pair. I looked to see what was out there, and you know me, I love very interesting colorways, and this has to be the most interesting colorway currently on offer in the Salomon XT6. It also happens to be an absolutely fantastic fall colorway, and so let's get this open and have a look. Okay, so as expected, the Salomon box is nothing to write home about, not interesting at all, but the important thing here is going to be the shoe. So let's have a look, and wow. As expected, this colorway is absolutely wild. You can see I've got some very kind of fall festive colors that I'm wearing. And look at that, I mean, that matches this sweater really just absolutely perfectly. This is amazing. The orange definitely pops. The sharp green is almost like a highlighter yellow. It's very much an in-your-face type of shoe. I could certainly see how this colorway might not be everyone's cup of tea. There's no question about that. It is very bold, it is very out there. But for me personally, in the vein of the Aurora Borealis shoe, it is a looker. It definitely catches your eye, it definitely draws your attention, and that's the reason that I actually decided to go with this. Now, interesting enough, I don't know, I didn't really realize this when I purchased this shoe, there's actually quite a bit of black. The entire sole and tread is black, which is an interesting contrast to this basically kind of beige white on the Aurora Borealis. And it doesn't go kind of throughout the shoe, it's just kind of on the bottom and then also on the tongue. I don't think it particularly matches the shoe in the tongue area, and one of my biggest criticisms about the Salomon shoes in general is in fact the colors that they put on the tag, because they have these great colorways and then they've got this tag up the center of the tongue and it doesn't match anything. And that's one of the reasons I actually really liked the XT4, is it's true in the case of the XT4, but it just so happened to blend in pretty nicely. That being said, I do like that the kind of plastic rigid structure is orange in this case and matches the orange of the shoe quite well. We've got the lab here, and it's really a pretty straightforward shoe otherwise. S-Lab XT6 on the other side, soft ground. Again, I use these shoes for everything from just daily office use to going on hikes and everything in between, and it didn't miss a beat. It's extremely comfortable. I was wearing the XT4, I've also got XT6s as well, and they wear pretty much the same to me. The key difference really in terms of the shape of the shoe, there's more structure on the XT4 at the back, but other than that, to me, they're basically interchangeable in how they wear. There is actually one sort of semi-material difference between an XT4 and an XT6, and that is actually on the XT4 you have kind of more of a detached tongue. Now the shoe, it really is kind of fully enclosed like a sock almost, but the tongue kind of floats around a little bit. On the XT6 it's kind of fully enclosed itself. In other words, the tongue doesn't float, it's almost like a sock internal to the shoe itself. Not really a material difference. The tongue is also quite a bit slimmer, narrower, so to speak, but from my perspective, the XT4 and XT6 both wear very similarly comfortably. And again, cool thing about this and the tongue design is you can, when you've laced it up, tuck away the lacing mechanism underneath the top of the tongue there like that. I also ordered true to size. I know a lot of people say these run small and to size up, but I've always ordered true to size. I'm an 11.5. I wear the 11.5 and it is extremely comfortable. So just personally, I've never had an issue ordering true to size on this shoe. The insole is very plain Jane, nothing to write home about, just a solid gray color. And other than that, you know, I've got other videos of other XT6s and the XT4, so didn't really need to kind of cover this shoe in terms of a comprehensive review, but really wanted to show you this particular colorway that's currently on offer so that you can see it up close and personal for yourself. Decide if it is for you. So I'm going to get a lot of great B-roll of this, and I'm also going to put this on feet because my plan is to make this the new daily shoe. So I'm going to start wearing this daily, and it's the perfect time to do it, being fall right now. So let's get into that. And that's all I've got for this one. So let me know what you think of this shoe and the colorway in the comments. Love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you at the next one soon.